Hello and welcome. I am leveling back again today as your specimen space helmet because we are once again back with more Outer Wilds. How are you doing today? I hope you are doing well. So as of the end of last Outer Wilds stream, we had found the vessel. We had made our way to the center of Giant's Deep, discovered the coordinates for the eye. And at the end of the stream, I had started poking around the Ash Twin. Um, I, I fully intend on completing the game this stream, but I did want to. Oh, there we go. But I did want to. See as much as possible before I brought this to a close. Hey Futuromax, welcome back. I do believe that we have all the pieces that we need for the eye. But as mentioned, I wanted to see as much of the game as possible before we called it. So I'm going to be exploring the Ash Twin a little bit. See if we can make our way into the Ash Twin project. I'm also not sure if I've actually gone through all of the teleporters. So there may be locations that I've not yet seen that are like close to the exit side of the teleporters. So that's probably something else I'm going to be doing, just hopping in and out. And if we manage to see everything there is to be seen on the Ash Twin, then I'll go and poke around the interloper as well. You can return to the center of the interloper and find out the story there. Yep. You saw the future, my friend. Knew exactly what I was gonna say. Let's see, how have I been doing otherwise? I found a tool recently. Gal Green, welcome. I don't believe I've seen you around before, so welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy what you see. You're a brave man for reading chat while playing Outer Wilds. I've been very fortunate. My chat has been very cooperative. To be fair, it's been very small. But people have been very courteous when it comes to managing spoilers. So I recently found a tool that purportedly uses AI to strip vocals from music tracks. And while it is not generative, I know that there's a lot of discussion about the ethics of AI within the art community. First time here, YouTube randomly recommended the channel. Welcome. As I said, I hope you enjoy whatever you end up sticking around for. As of right now, as of the last stream, I had discovered the vessel as well as the coordinates to the eye at the center of Giant's Deep. So I think I have all the pieces that I need to reach the end of the game. And in the meantime, I just wanted to see as much of the game as I could. So I wanted to poke around Ash Twin a little bit more, hop through all the teleporters, see if I could make my way through the Ash Twin project, and potentially see the interloper if I manage to see everything the Ash Twin has to offer. And you went to the sun. Oh yes, that's correct. I also did manage to make my way onto the sun station. That is true. So yeah, last stream was very productive. Definitely had a lot of streams prior where not all that much happened. Just putzed around a lot and then died. um, so I know that there's a lot of debate around the ethics of the usage of AI within the art community. So I wanted to, you know, make sure I didn't get myself canceled. So I was asking for opinions on um, the usage of AI, this program, which reportedly uses AI to strip vocals from an instrumental track or from a music track, so that you could then use the instrumentals to like perform a cover. You can usually take a nap next to a campfire to wait for the teleporters on Ash Twin to be revealed, but you've waited a bit now, so there's not much use now. Yeah, I knew about the nap function, um, but since there's no campfire on Ash Twin, I was just like, I'll just wait a few minutes. All right, so I think this tower is supposed to be for the Ash Twin, or sorry, for the Hourglass Twins. So I think one of them, the one that functions, leads to the Ember Twin, if I remember correctly. And the other one is broken. So I talked to this community that I'd sort of been on the fringes of, that, you know, the community focuses on making covers. And it prompted a lot of interesting discussion about like the ethics. You usually use the campfire next to you at the start of the loop. That makes sense. That does make sense. Is it broken though? I'd sort of made the assumption that it was broken, but now that I think about it, it's quite possible that I made the assumption for a silly reason when I first explored the area. And that I'm just wrong. Departure time, arrival time, return, warp status charge, step onto the warp receiver platform to activate return warp. Okay. I'm pretty sure we've explored this area. Fairly certain that we've explored this area. I will poke my head around again just to be sure. Okay, that way leads to the escape pod, so I do believe that we've seen... yes, okay. Yeah. I believe we've seen everything that there is to be seen here. This was a teleporter I first used. Memories. Oh, interesting. I can only assume that you mean this is the first teleport that you used for... on the Ash Twin, because my first teleporter was the White Hole Station. Spent a lot of time floundering about Brittle Hollow and then ending up on the outskirts of the solar system. At this point in the game, there's pretty much one teleporter of interest. My gut tells me it's this one. Given that this is the other teleporter that is associated with the twins, and well, it's not like we can teleport onto Wait, hold on. I don't know. We'll see. Hold on. Let me think. I was kind of assuming that this teleporter would take us to the Ash Twin project, um, but now that I think of it, I don't know how I would get it to align. Okay, perhaps that was silly of me. I hope it's okay to ask, how much of Brittle Hollow have you explored? Most of it. There is a section of it that's labeled on my ship as unexplored. I think it's because of ghost matter. But I believe that I've seen most of what there is to be seen on the Brittle Hollow. Good point, but my fear of heights made me avoid the black hole on Brittle Hollow for way too long. Fair, fair. I didn't, to be fair, I didn't go into the black hole purposefully. I just, ended up falling there. Have you been to the Black Hole Forge on Brittle Hollow? I've been to the forge. I don't actually know what it does. Okay, so yeah, I'd sort of made the initial assumption that that teleporter is associated with the Ash Twin projects. I mean, that might still be the case, but I don't think the answer to the puzzle is going to be as simple as here, stand on the teleporter, because there'd be no way for it to align. So I'm just going to hop on over to the other teleporters really quick, take a poke through them. Alright, so that's the one for Timber Hearth. Your instincts pull you in the right direction. That sounds like such a Star Wars, like, Jedi quote. I forget which teleporter this is. Okay, this is for the Brittle Hollow, so maybe we will use this teleporter. What prevented the teleporter from working? So, to the best of my understanding, a teleporter needs alignment and potentially also charge. Oh, wasn't there the place where they had experimented with teleportation originally? I think that was a thing. I don't remember where exactly it is. I'll have to check my ship's log. But I believe there was some area. Need to raise the forge on the Brittle Hollow for this to be useful. Okay. I see, I see. Return warp status charged. Step on the warp receiver platform to activate. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't think I've explored this section of the Brittle Hollow, actually. I don't believe I've teleported. I've teleported to it, but then I was like, oh, let me just hop over this little wall that encloses the teleporter pad, and then promptly fell into the black hole. Yeah, but what does alignment mean in this case? Yep, that's the $1,000,000 question, I suppose. What the heck is this? Oh no. Okay, great. Be cautious near the boarding area while the Black Hole Forge is in operation. The forge would be there, but you need to raise it elsewhere on the planet first. Okay. Got it, got it, got it. This is where the forge would be. Okay. Yeah, clearly I haven't... I guess I haven't explored enough of the Brittle Hollow because I was not aware that this is where the forge would be. Exit to surface. Ah, I see. That side is blocked. What about the other side? Also blocked. Ah, okay, okay, okay. I do remember encountering these. I do remember encountering these. Black Hole Forge, north 40 meters. Hold on. Oh my goodness. That is very strange. Okay. So we want to descend the shaft. Is there a way for us to squeeze by? I would assume no, right? Why can I not? Okay. Okay. Maybe there's a way for us to squeeze through. What the heck is happening? Okay, cool. We made it. Yeah, so I'd been to the Dark Hole Forge before, but I never figured out what it did. So I guess we'll see. Okay, I thought it was at the... I thought the controls were at the base. Sorry, I guess that's what I meant to say. I meant to say I'd been to the Dark Hole control. Oh, am I on the wrong side? Black Hole Forge District. Hold on. Which way am I oriented here? Okay, yeah, that is down. So maybe I'm just on the wrong side. So you'd been to where you'd supposed to be, but not to the forge yet. Yes, that is correct. Doesn't sound like you've been to Black Hole Forge, maybe in the control. Yeah. Got it. Alright, let's see. Yep, that is a lot of ghost matter. Let's see if I can remember how to get to the controls. Perhaps it would have been easier to just warp back, go to my ship, and then go from there. But that's okay. That's okay. You're overcomplicating it. Yeah, I think I have a tendency to do that. For a good long while, I thought that the Black Hole Forge was related to the bits of the Brittle Hollow falling into the black hole. Oh, I don't remember where I'm supposed to be going. At this point, it may be wiser for me to just reset the loop. Let's see. I know I do it often in games as well. I did a lot in Outer Wilds. Yeah, I've definitely had my fair share of bunk theories. That is for sure. Interesting theory, not a hint. Okay, hold on, let me think. So I do need to teleport here Okay. So maybe I will reset the loop. I will fly to the Brittle Hollow in my ship. Because I'm fairly certain I remember how to get to the controls from there. And then I will have to travel to the Ash Twin. You should forge your own opinion. Well played, well played. Alright. So Brittle Hollow first. A significant number of my early streams were exploring the Brittle Hollow. So it's very much, oh gosh. It was very much a planet that I'd struggled with a fair amount, just because, you know, I hadn't really adjusted to the flight and jetpack controls yet, and I had no idea what was going on. So a lot of it just felt like stumbling around in the dark. For a second I thought the protagonist was humming. Only if you consider me the protagonist here. Although that would be pretty neat, honestly. It is kind of a shame that our character, the player character, doesn't have a way of interacting with all the music that the other Parthians play. Many visits to the black hole, I'm guessing. You guess exactly right. Spent a lot of time with our good friend, the White Hole Station, or the Black Hole Station, I suppose. Was it the Black Hole? White Hole Station? Yeah, the White Hole Station. That's right, that's right. Technically, you're the protagonist indeed. Absolutely. There's another game that I played a good long while ago that I quite enjoyed called Transistor. It's made by Supergiant Games, the same people who make Hades. And they have so the protagonist in that story is a singer who has since, she has lost her voice, she's mute. And they have a button that all it does is it makes the protagonist hum along to whatever music is being played in the background as like part of the OST. And it was such a cool thing. Okay, so that should do the black hole thing. And I guess now I should attempt to make my way back to the ship. Then I'll go to the Ash Twin. And then teleport to the Black Hole Forge. That is my current plan. Once again, probably overcomplicating things, but that's okay. Well done. I assume that's referring to getting to the Black Hole controls? Black Hole Forge controls? Yeah, like I said, I spent a lot of time on Brittle Hollow at the beginning of my playthrough. So, yeah. I know my way there pretty well. So yeah, the soundtrack to Transistor itself was very, very good. And then just being able to interact with it as like the character in universe, especially since, as I mentioned, like she's a singer who's been rendered mute. So it's like a really big deal. Like music and being able to produce music is like a really big deal for her. It just hit very hard. Where am I going? I'm going to the I'm going to the Ash Twin. Transistor has been on my backlog for years. I DL'd it on Switch years ago. Now that feature makes me really want to finally play it. Tried Transistor a little bit, didn't really get it. I think I got it for free on the Epic Store. Yeah, it's definitely the gameplay and storytelling is definitely not for everyone. Although I get the sense that if you like Outer Wilds, you are probably a little more likely to appreciate the way that the story is told, because a lot of it is like drip-fed to you through how you interact with the world. Son, Ash Twin, bless you. Yeah. Well avoided. I've had many close encounters with the sun. Some of them a little more successful than others. So the way that the story is presented in Transistor, at least a lot of like the world building is done via sort of like the combat system, where the combat system is kind of programmatic. You have like abilities that you get, and then you can modify abilities with other abilities in various ways. And each time you use an ability in one of these new ways, you unlock a little bit more lore. So I thought it was pretty cool. I think the closest I've played to Outer Wilds was Obra not very close. Yeah, I definitely would not call, oh gosh, what am I doing here? I definitely would not call Transistor's gameplay, like, close to the Outer Wilds, but the sense of, like, finding information and learning about the world through, like, interacting with the world, feels a little reminiscent, From Brittle Hollow to the Sun, Black Hole Sun, still musical. Oh, interesting storytelling. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Okay, yes, I am wearing my suit. And we want to be in here. This one, I guess. Oh, I should probably not be here for the giant pillar of sand. Step aside a little bit. And oh, there goes our ship. Well, we'll oh wait, it's coming back to us. Okay, that works out. Oh, you're right. I should have. I'm I'm a fool. Hey, Anxiety, welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy whatever you stick around for. I just missed my window to teleport onto the. Wait, hold on. Am I going here? No, I'm going to Brittle Hollow, right? Oh gosh, I can't even keep things straight in my head anymore. Spent too much time talking about Transistor. When they first released Transistor's soundtrack, they just did like the instrumental tracks for the OST, which makes sense. But then so many people asked for them to release the versions with the humming. Wait, am I crazy? Did I just miss the one for the Brittle Hollow? Because the one with all the circles is for Timberhearth, right? is it this one? No, that's for the sun station. Oh gosh. I wish my memory was better. Okay. Let me think. Maybe this is the one? But since so many people asked for the hum versions, they just like they were like, okay, sure. I mean, we have this. We may as well like share it with people. So the OST basically doubled in length because they just added the version of the original OST songs with the main characters humming, and it is a fantastic soundtrack. There are not many OSTs that I own, but Transistor is one of them. Okay, let me get this straight. That is the Sun Station. This is the one for the twins. That is the one for Timber Hearth. This should be the one for Brittle Hollow. Let's set ourselves down. Hopefully my ship is far enough away. And I will just wait for the column of sand to pass. So the reason we were talking about Transistor originally was because I was humming. I'd recently found this song called Shinigami, which has just caught my ear, and it is currently stuck in my head. It is a song that was written from... I don't know if based on is necessarily correct. I'm gonna say based on for now. It was a song that was written based off of a Rakugo performance, which is like a single person storytelling art form, Japanese, if that needs to be specified, about a man who is down on his luck and then like makes a deal with the Grim Reaper. And I don't understand Japanese, so I the only reason I know this is because people have mentioned it online, and I've been able to sort of read about it that way. But to the best of my understanding, it's like the entire story written as written and performed, except now in musical form. Any link between Shinigami and Death Note? I have not watched Death Note, so I don't actually know. I mean, Shinigami on its own, like outside. Where am I going? Am I going? Oh, am I going here? Oh, wait, what? Oh, that's so weird. Can I get on here? Whoa! Okay, what the heck is this? Okay, let's see. Where am I taking this first black hole core? And where am I taking the remaining cores once they're ready? All of the warp towers are being constructed on Ash Twin, so the black hole cores will go there. My gratitude. In that case, Poke, Clary, I'm leaving for delivery. I'll send Yarrow your regards. Poke, I'll return to the forge shortly. I'm going to catch up to Root and help him deliver the first core to Ash Twin. Just make sure Yarrow receives it. Of course you are. The white hole cores are for the warp receivers. Each of the 6 receivers are being constructed at different locations, so those deliveries will be a greater pain in your cervical spine. The tower designs in the high energy lab on Ember Twin reveal each receiver's location. Ask Yarrow, he's familiar with them. Tower designs in the high energy lab. Ash Twin projection stone. Regarding the warp towers on Ash Twin, does each tower have to be perfectly aligned with the center of the astral body to which it's tuned? I enjoy precision as much as the next Nomai, but if, for example, a tower's base were to shift even slightly, that tower might no longer align with its astral body. More accurately, I enjoy precision as much as the next Nomai, provided the next Nomai is not poke. We don't need the alignment angle to be exact. It only needs to be within 5 degrees of the astral body's center. Oh, that's surprisingly large. Of note, this gives us a slightly longer warp window. I imagine this window will last roughly several seconds. As such, any Nomai stepping onto the warp platform during the active window will be immediately warped. We will need to be careful around the platform for the duration of the time it's active to avoid accidental transportation. Definitely been accidentally transported before. Okay, so that shows alignment, I assume, in real time. I assume this is the black hole forge, but I could be wrong. We'll see. Oh wait, no. Is it? I don't know. Let's pull this out. I think there's another scroll for us to read. Alright, what do we got here? Of note, Yarrow believes he spotted a flaw in the warp tower designs, namely that one of the warp towers on Ash Twin will never activate because its warp receiver will never align overhead. Aha! That's what we've been struggling with. Does your romantic interest think a warp tower's alignment point is its receiver? Does he not know that a warp tower always aligns with the center of its corresponding astral body? That isn't an unreasonable belief, given the receiver does have to be located on or in close orbit around the relevant astral body. I seem to recall that was your understanding of warp technology at first. No, Yarrow understands the distinction. He likely doesn't realize the Hourglass twins are so close together they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them. Oh, okay. Okay, so we should be able to use the other half of the astral twin teleporter the same way as with the teleporter that gets you to the Ember Twin. That is my takeaway, at least. I think that's everything in here. Okay. So now that we've done that, I guess I will make my way back to the Ash Twin, and then we'll poke our heads into the other teleporter. Are you asking if that is everything? Yes, I'm asking if that is everything to be seen inside of the Black Hole Forge. Because I don't think I will be coming back. I mean, there's a projection stone, but... Oh, there is another thing. Okay. Ash Twin projection stone. I feel like we've seen an Ash Twin projection stone before, but I guess I will grab it and take it with me anyways. I'm not really sure if there's anything else I should pay attention to. I don't think I noticed any other text. Okay, great. Just the projection stone. Fantastic. Because the Ash Twin projection stone is the one that shows you the like black space with the Nomai statues with 3 of them lit up, if I remember correctly. So I'm pretty sure we've seen what is to be seen with an Ash Twin projection stone, but hey, we're here. It doesn't cost us anything to carry it, so may as well. All right, beam me back. Let's go. So I think that's good. No, I don't need to go in there. I just need to find my exit. Where's our ship? I'm not really sure if it's necessary to come back to our ship, but why not? The ship has very much become like my safety blanket in this game, which I think is kind of the point. I guess I'll park it like over here. I always feel nervous when I get a little too far away from my ship. I'm like, oh my gosh, am I going to be able to make it back? Hello. The ship is totally a safety blanket. Yeah. Alright, and now we wait to align with the Ember Twin. Or I guess the center of gravity. Center of, would it be the center of gravity? Center of inertia? Of the Hourglass Twins. Center, I guess center of inertia would probably make sense since they're rotating. It's been a while. Center of mass, perhaps? I forget. Yeah, it's been too long since I've dealt with these concepts. I studied engineering, mechanical engineering, so these are definitely things that I've dealt with a fair amount, but it's not something that I actively use in my life anymore, so forgotten bits and bobs here and there. It's funny how afraid we still are of dying in a game where it doesn't really matter. There's a central part of the game. You can check when the teleport activates for Ember Twin first, if you'd like. You can check when the teleport activates for Ember Twin first. Okay. I think that is the reason that I thought the teleporter was broken. Because when the sand pillar passes by, it just pulls you out of it. But theoretically, it should this teleporter should also work when we're facing directly away from the Ember Twin, because it's as long as the center of it is aligned. So it shouldn't matter if it's a line pointing towards or pointing away. And yeah, absolutely get the thing about dying and, you know, still very much avoiding it, even though it's not necessary. Oh, interesting. I could have sworn that we had already gone past here. Huh. Maybe my hypothesis about aligning when it is pointed directly away is not correct. See you next loop. Yep. That's okay. I will say part of my avoidance of dying is that there are certain deaths where they kind of make it clear how uncomfortable of a death it is. I've talked before about how I'm afraid of heights, and it makes me squeamish when games have like fairly visceral like thuds for sound effects when you like land and die from the impact. And while this game is not like the worst offender, it is definitely still enough to make me close my eyes. And the sound effect when you first wake up, like the gasp for air that you make when you first wake back up after suffocating, also gets me. Most deaths are brutal in this game, especially getting sand crushed on Ember Twin. Oh, that noise. I don't think I've actually gotten sand crushed before. Probably because I talked to who's it on the Ember Twin? Hornsfell? I forget who's on the Ember Twin. I talked to them pretty early on. They were like, "Yeah, don't get crushed by the pillar of sand." I concur about the sand crushed deaths. Didn't want to say anything. Understandable. Okay, wait. So should I nap first? I guess we'll nap. Church. Thank you. Take a bit of a nap. I actually have not interacted with the nap function basically at all. So there have been quite a few times where I just like sit around and putz instead. So I have no idea how much time I should be putting on the clock. I guess we'll stop at 2 minutes, maybe? I have no idea what the expectation is, so I apologize if this is not enough and we end up puttering about the Ash Twin for a bit again. Property of Church! Yeah. It's definitely impressive how much personality they're able to give the characters in Outer Wilds without, you know, very much screen time at all. Where am I heading? Ash Twin. You can talk to Chert later in the loop as well. His evolution is interesting. 6 or 7 minutes about right. Okay, yeah, so we'll be a little bit early. Voiceless characters. I mean, they're not voiced, but like they very much have a voice, right? Like Chert writes his logs differently from, say, Feldspar. Oh yeah, and the instruments. That's also true. That's a good point. We were just talking about that, weren't we? Okay, so we're looking for twins. That looks about right. It's impressive how much character they have without even having voice. Ah, yes. Absolutely. Alright, is there anything for me to do in the interim? Maybe I should have gone to the Ember Twin and napped a bit more. That's okay. We'll just putter. I will say, when I first started playing Outer Wilds, I initially started on mouse and keyboard, just because most of my gaming experience is on the PC. So I was just like, okay, I may as well stick with what I'm most comfortable with. And in the beginning, I really... You can go to the... We're trying to get sand crushed instead. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That is definitely an option. Um, so when I first started, I really, really struggled with the flight controls. Um, because they, by default, they bind like the Z-axis controls up and down to shifting control. So like you're controlling it with one finger, and then you've got your all the other axes of movement um, on your left hand. This WASD. So it was just like so much for my left hand to do. I just struggled so much with it, and eventually when I switched out to the controller, I was like, oh, this is so different, so much better. How? I assume we have to be like actually in contact with the pad to actually teleport. But I think we're almost there. I think we're almost there. Pitch, roll, and yaw, not your friends with mouse and keyboard. Yeah, it was just too many controls on one hand. The gamepad controls definitely feel a lot more intuitive, even though I am less familiar with a gamepad. Hence the picture to advise you to use a controller at the beginning. Yep. Yeah, that's why I was like, maybe I'll try switching over the controller. Maybe that'll be better. And thank goodness I did. Okay, so in my mind, this should launch us, or I guess not launch. This should teleport us to the Ash Twin project when we are facing away from the Ember Twin. Because while we are there, as the Ember Twin is passing overhead, it sucks us off the pad, and therefore we don't actually get to use it. So I'm just going to stand back on the pad now that the thing is passed, and then we'll hope I'm right, and if I'm still here by the time the sand pillar passes around again, I'm just gonna try and stay in contact with the pad with my jetpack. We'll see how it goes from there. I think keyboard plus mouse was fine for me through the entire game plus DLC, except for one specific part. Hey, all the power to you. I did not have the dexterity to be comfortable with the flight controls on mouse and keyboard. I'm sure that they function just fine if you are good enough. You can actually see when the pad activates. You look at it. Oh, interesting. I will keep that in mind. Stay hydrated, folks. Take a drink. All right, so I'm just very anti-controllers, as consoles kind of ruined the sequel of my favorite game. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. What's your favorite game then, if you're willing to share? Yeah, I just never spent a ton of time with consoles. Um, I didn't really have like that much interaction with them on my own. Mostly like most of my time on consoles was spent like on like my friends' consoles. So my time with them was fairly limited. Deus Ex, the original one. I see. That's interesting. I feel like I heard pretty good things about the more recent Deus Ex. Oh, okay. Well, the sand pillar is back, and we have not teleported. So, I guess my hypothesis was incorrect. No. Okay. Oh gosh, what is happening? Hey Nathan, welcome to the stream. Don't believe I've seen you around before, so I hope you, I hope you enjoy what you see. The opposite on my end, I use PC all the time, but even on competitive games, I only use controllers. Mortal Kombat kills my wrist. Okay, yeah. For fighting games, that makes a lot of sense. Having the joystick is definitely something that a lot of people find more familiar. Deus Ex 2 Invisible Wars targeted to consoles and sucked, and yeah, the newer ones aren't great, but didn't sell well. Oh, the new ones are great, but didn't sell well, sadly. Oh, that's unfortunate. Most people with a mouse computer keyboard, but you can always get. Okay. All right, so there goes my original hypothesis on the teleporter. So that wasn't it. And I wasn't able to stay on the pad, but also don't know if it activated. I didn't really notice any changes when I was looking. Okay, mouse and keyboard not Mortal Kombat. Got it. Mouse and keyboards. I mean, yeah, it makes sense that mouse and keyboard kills your wrists. It's definitely more finicky and a different set of muscles than the controller. All right. So it doesn't activate when faced 180 degrees the other way. I'm not sure if it activated when oh wait, hold on. Ow. We didn't need the black hole force to be activated first, did we? That doesn't make sense. Oh, let me read my ship's log, because I'm pretty sure we got updates. Black hole forge. Alignment angle. There's more to explore here. I guess I didn't see everything. A warp tower's alignment point is not its warp receiver. Rather, a warp tower always aligns with the center of its corresponding astral body. The warp receiver must be located on or in close orbit around the relevant astral body. The hourglass twins are so close together they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them. All the warp towers are being constructed on Ash Twin, while the 6 warp receivers are being constructed at different locations. There's more to explore here. I didn't get everything, huh? Angle alignment diagram. A diagram depicting the angle alignment between a warp tower and its corresponding astral body. Warp tower alignment angles are not exact, they only need to be within 5 degrees of the astral body's center. This results in slightly longer warp windows that last roughly several seconds. Anyone stepping onto the warp platform during the active window will be immediately warped. Okay, so what if I, instead of waiting on the pad, I step onto it as the sand is going by? Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. So I like hide out in here, the sand is passing overhead, and I step out into it. Maybe we'll give it a shot. That's I don't have any other hypotheses at the moment, so we may as well give that one a try. Hey Nathan, welcome back. I think I've seen you around. It's 4 a.m. where I am at, and I just happened to come across your stream. Something coming about watching smaller streamers and interacting with their chat before sleep. Hence why I'm here. Welcome. I hope you enjoy whatever you stick around for, and I hope if you're up at 4 a.m. it's voluntary. And that you get enough rest. Also, is this your first playthrough? Yes, this is my first playthrough. If you want to watch all of it, I've got a playlist with all of my previous streams. I have only played the game on stream, so everything should be there. There are a couple of streams where I had the wrong bitrate setting, so there's like visual lag the entire time. So I apologize for the technical scuff. Up at 3:30 a.m. But I'm up at but I'm unemployed, so it's quote unquote fine. It's 2:30 a.m. here. Wow, lot of people up very early in the morning, huh? Or I guess very late at night, depending on how you look at it. Well, I appreciate all of you for joining me. This is most likely going to be my last Outer Wilds stream, since I've found all of the pieces to get to the eye. So I think that's how we're going to close this stream. My sleep schedule is just non-existent right now, since I've got a bunch of stuff going on in my life. Gotcha. Well, I hope all the things going on in your life are positive. Oh wow, that did work. Okay, color me shocked. Okay, so here we are in what I assume to be the Ash Twin project. Whoa, we made it! 15 minutes, 24 seconds ago, received data from previous cycles. Masks receiving data from probe tracking module. Giant's deep memory statue, timber hearth memory statue. 7 minutes until end of cycle transmission. Okay. Oh. I guess I'll keep walking around then. Today we finished the excavation of Ash Twin. Chills, good job. Thank you. I didn't really think that the answer would be that straightforward. So I'm pleasantly surprised. Today we finished the excavation of Ash Twin. Here in this space we carved, we will craft our most ambitious project yet, the Ash Twin project, powerful enough to send information back in time. Whoa. We've also finished relocating all subterranean plants we met while digging. We'll need to keep our eyes on how significantly we've altered the environment here. How far we've come since our experiments at the high energy lab. I still can hardly believe Raimi's hypothesis was true. Poke just sent the warp core for the final tower to us from the Black Hole Forge. Now Ash Twin can be connected with Giant's Deep, where Cassava is working with Avens to craft the orbital probe cannon, and where Phlox is sculpting the memory statues. Favorite music in the game? Third favorite. Depending on whether or not we're counting the DLC. Gotcha. I've always liked video game OSTs. And I was reading a while back about how frequently people will stop looking for music after they pass a certain age. And for the most part, they'll go back and listen to music that they discovered in their teens. And it's because our brains change over time. And when we're in our teens, because like our emotional center has like just developed, we actually experience music like differently in our teens than we do later on. But once we've like experienced music in that way, then we like make that emotional attachment to it, and that's why we like go back and listen to music from our teens. And I think the reason that video game OSTs, at least for me, I think, you know, for a lot of people, other people as well, is like particularly compelling is because they are tied to very specific experiences, and often like they do have emotional weight behind them. So we get to sort of like experience the music the way that we did when we experienced music in our teens, because we have that like very like direct and hard relationship between like the piece and like a specific experience or emotion. The final remix of End Times is my fave. I'll have to keep an ear out. It was not by accident the core of our warp tower was the last to be forged. Hypothesis: the cores The cores could have been forged faster if Cassava had interrupted my work less, frequently to ask for updates. Mood. My two favorite tracks from Deus Ex are tied to specific events in the game. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Well, one to event and one to a location. Yeah, I think, you know, a lot of it can be like pretty vibes based. So like one of my favorite tracks from Persona 5 is Beneath the Mask, which is like just something that plays sort of like when you're going about your day-to-day, and specifically when it like rains in the game. So it's like very like calm and soothing. So it's not necessarily tied to a specific experience or anything, but it's just like very vibes. We're here to interrupt your work, so it works on a meta level as well. Deus Ex is just such a good franchise. Too bad Embracer killed it. Yeah, there are a lot of franchises where they get mismanaged, and we're all sad for the ones that have to go through that. The important point is that we are all connected through Ash Twin now, and also that I'm no longer needed for mediating your disagreements. Wow, he sounds so done with it. Our friends on Giant's Deep tested the orbital probe cannon today. Malik tells me the cannon is doing well, and that Avens advocates for more launch power. If anyone can coax the maximum power from a device, Avens can. But then if anyone can goad a device into exploding, that too is likely Avens. Perhaps I should check in with the orbital probe cannon crew in the interest of safety. Would it help to remind Avens that Mallow, his love, will be one of the Nomai aboard the cannon, or is Mallow part of the problem? Beneath the Mask is perfect study music, especially the rain version. Yes, it is. It is a very good balance between like mellow and also like there's enough stuff going on that it keeps my brain like occupied enough that I can focus on other things. It quiets the 5-year-old in my brain. That's probably the best way of putting it. Blocks and Daz finished the memory statues today, and they are truly remarkable. When the Ash Twin project succeeds, or in the event it fails, the memory statues will activate, allowing us to gather more data before we shut down the project. Pi and Idea have worked hard on the Sun Station, and it at last is complete. If everything goes as planned, this structure will prompt the Sun's explosion, which will in turn supply the power the Ash Twin project requires. I'm impressed by their mental fortitude. This was the project's most difficult task in more ways than one. They said they're downsizing and that Deus Ex was on the chopping block set. At least they're cyberpunk. Yeah, I've not played either Cyberpunk or Deus Ex, and while they both are like, you know, cyberpunk, I get the sense that the like message is maybe a little bit different. Like the tone, I think, is a little bit different from between the two games. We're nearly ready to activate the Ash Twin project. Here's what will happen. First, the Sun Station will receive the order to fire at the Sun, prompting it to explode. Using the energy from the resulting supernova, the Ash Twin project will send the order for the orbital probe cannon to fire back in time by 22 minutes. Whoa. Okay. Interesting. Exactly 22 minutes after these orders are received, the Sun Station will again trigger the supernova to send the probe data from this cannon launch back in time. Okay, that's some pretty nutty engineering. In total, each cycle created by the Ash Twin project will last precisely 22 minutes. We can end this cycle at will. These words are difficult to write, the sun station did not work. Suppose we redesign the sun station to generate power of that magnitude. A supernova is still our only viable option. This is easier expressed than accomplished. You can wait for the sun to explode on its natural timeline if you prefer, idea, but you'll need to find some way to halt our aging process. I believe we can still find a way to create a supernova, my friend. Don't lose hope. However, this is the closest we have ever been. The Ash Twin project is theoretically sound. We were only unable to power it. Perhaps there is another way. Both are extremely political, but Cyberpunk focuses on individual people's lives being affected by capitalism, but Deus Ex is more focused on the political thriller side of things. Yeah, that makes sense. But hey, if it manages to fill the hole in your heart, that's good enough, right? We are halting our research into creating a supernova for this moment. A comet has newly arrived in this solar system, and we're anxious to explore it. It's been a very long time since we last explored somewhere new, so we're excited to welcome this comet. Imagine what knowledge might be gained there. Okay. So now... Interesting. I was kind of expecting to find every projection stone. Maybe there is. Oh, because there's nothing on the dark bramble, so there's no dark projection stone. That makes sense. Have I read this? My gratitude for the latest shipment. Oh, I know. This ore should be the last we need for Ash. Okay, yeah. This is the mining site, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Oh, what the heck is this? Artificial gravity control. Okay, well, definitely don't want to touch that. At least I don't think I want to touch that. Unless there's a reason for me to want to touch that. It looks like there's gravity stripes on that center area, so maybe there is a reason for me to want to touch that. Oh, what's this? You're about to access the core while the Ash Twin project is active. Removing the core will disable the Ash Twin project. Interesting. So if I do that, the time loop ends. So, would that just be game over? Alright, let's see if there's anything of note here. Nope, those are not actual gravity strips. Okay. And then that should just be power from the solar arrays. Yeah. Nope. Alright, let's go and turn gravity back on. Okay. On the one hand, I don't think I am supposed to... I'm not sure if I want to do this. But on the other hand, I don't think I'll ever be back. So I'm kind of tempted to just turn off the Ash Twin project. And we'll see what happens. Whoa. Remove warp core. This feels very final, given that it's supposed to stop the time loop. but I guess we'll see what happens. I wonder if the timer still goes. Can we... Here we go. Oh boy. I wonder if we can turn the gravity back on. Oh, that surprises me. But we take those, I guess. Beats me floating about aimlessly for forever. Well, there's not really much else for us to do here, so I guess I will warp back out. Oh, but that might be, I can't tell if that sound is just the spinning or if it's actually about time to meet our end. I guess not. I guess we still have a little bit of time. Was there somewhere that I could place the warp core? I somehow remember seeing somewhere where either I found another warp core or something along those lines. Okay, well I guess this is close to the end of our loop anyways, so we'll see what happens. Where have you seen the warp core before? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen it somewhere. No hints. It's the end of the loop. Well, good luck next loop. I mean, theoretically, this should stop the loop, so we'll see what that actually means at a meta level. Hollow chamber inside Ash Twin. The energy cables from the surface are plugged into the extractor casing at the center of the planet. There are 8 monoliths with no masks attached. Either masks are activated to receive the... Well, here we go. Do we get the crest roll? You are dead. Well, we did it for science. This is actually the first time I've gotten the credits roll, I think. Because I managed to make it to the statue on Timber Hearth without dying first. Vocalists. We finished the game! Yay! Well, this is certainly one way to finish it. I probably should have done this after I'd gone to the eye. Actually, I don't know what happens after we go to the eye. So, I don't know. This felt more appropriate. As promised, speedrun ending. Yeah, speedrun ending is tossing yourself off the cliff before you making it to the statue, I guess, huh? This feels a little bit wrong, seeing all the credits before, so I'm going to cut it short here, and we'll wait until we actually finish the game. All right, let's see. What else do I want to try to do? Let me read through my ship's log first. There are hidden, funny, and weird endings as well. But that's for another time. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Right, where was I reading? Ash Twin Towers, Black Hole Forge, Alignment Diagram, White Hole Station, High Energy Lab, Ash Twin Project. Is it just the Ash Twin Project? I guess so. There are 8 monoliths with no My masks attached. 3 of the masks are actively receiving data from the probe tracking module, Giant's Deep and Timber Hearth, respectively. How'd you like the game so far? It's one of my top top 10 games. um, I am definitely enjoying the game. That said, I don't think I'm necessarily the type of person who gets my enjoyment in video games from like exploration and discovery. Um, so this is definitely not a game that I would play if it wasn't for the fact that I was streaming it, and one of my friends specifically asked that I stream it. Um, it's definitely been cool. I feel like in the last two streams in particular, I've actually been able to puzzle solve my way around as opposed to just like stumbling backwards into things, which was very much the case when I made it onto the Quantum Moon. I watched back the VOD and I realized that I basically, so when I first got onto the moon, I took every time I like traveled out of the tower, I would take a picture of the quantum tower and use it as a weenie because I was like, I don't want to get lost while I'm exploring. Um, so in my mind, I thought every time I enter and then leave the tower, like every time I travel to a new location, the tower always returns to the same spot on the moon. And that's why it took me so long to get the tower to the North Pole on the quantum moon because I just had it stuck in my mind that the tower did not move. And to be fair, in my defense, part of it is also that um, our encounter with quantum entanglement is that the um, the quantum object that you are on is what moves when you are entangled. Um, so I don't know. In my head, it made sense at the time. Yeah, you only get really good at the game by the time it ends. It's part of its poetry. Yeah. There are definitely a lot of things that I feel like I just stumbled my way through. So another example, I guess, since we're on this topic right now, I may as well talk about it. Um, the idea of looking for things in the dark bramble with the signal scope is not something that I like figured out on my own. Because you encounter the art depiction on the brittle hollow of the vessel and the escape pod getting caught by the dark bramble and like being contained within it. But that was like something that I feel like I discovered fairly early on in this adventure. So then by the time I made it to the dark bramble, I'd completely forgotten about it. So I just went into the dark bramble and I was just like, I'm just gonna poke around and see what happens. To be fair, I didn't think it was for me either until I played it. Yeah, makes sense since you always land on the south pole of the quantum moon. Yeah, yeah, that was another big part of it. I was like, oh, if every time we go to the moon, it greets us on the south pole. It makes sense that every time we use the quantum tower, which in my mind was like displacing us, it would do the same thing. Um, yeah. The Ash Twin project was designed to use the energy from a supernova triggered by the sun station to send probe data from the orbital probe cannon 22 minutes into the past. The fishes in Dark Bramble, though, man, they were such a pain. Especially since it took me so long to figure out what I was actually supposed to do in the Dark Bramble. I was just kind of like hurling myself into the depths of the Dark Bramble for a really long time. Yeah. I saw one streamer play the game just on stream once every 2 weeks. He forgot everything between each session. It was terrible. Yeah, I kind of struggled with that too. So I streamed this game once a week. And this is, I want to say, my 13th stream of it. So like I'd play the game for like a 2 hour, 2.5 hour chunk, put it down for a week and then come back and just like, you know, regardless of how hard I tried, like I would watch back my VOD after I played through that stream. But like, things obviously still fall through the cracks. The tower was displacing us, just not the way you thought it was. Yeah. He hated it, only begrudgingly played it on stream because people asked him. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that kind of describes my experience with it. But I think honestly, I'm having a better time than he did. Because I definitely would not say that I hate this game. Sun Chasing did not work, although the Ash Twin project was theoretically sound, the Nomai were unable to power it. There is an advanced warp core inside the protective casing at the center of the planet. Removing the core will disable the Ash Twin project. Hey Cindy, welcome, welcome. Sounds like a bad time for everyone involved. Are they having fun anymore? Well, I'm having fun with it. I'm having fun with it. And while I think that, you know, my experience with this game would have been better if I'd played it on my own and, you know, been able to pick up the game more frequently, I would not have picked up the game if it was not for streaming it. So I can't really begrudge that fact. All right. Let me think. What are we doing this loop? Said streamer is a puzzle game developer, so he's super critical as well. That's pretty rough. That's pretty rough. I don't think I would put myself through a game I absolutely hated. At least not an experience as long as the Outer Wilds, if just because people asked me to play it. That being said, I'm planning on doing. I'm streaming a horror game for Halloween, and I have never interacted with any amount of horror because I was an absolute scaredy cat as a kid, and just refused to partake in anything that could be construed as horror. Anything that was like mildly scary, I was just like, how about nah? Didn't you mention visiting the interloper again? Yep, that's the plan, at least for now. There was the thing with, like, you know, the warp core. But I think that there's probably a bit more to be seen at once if we visit the interloper. Oh shoot, I should have napped, shouldn't I? Well, I apologize. Guess we'll just be putzing for a little bit. I'm gonna be nitpicky. I hope it's okay. It's called Outer Wilds without the. There's the Outer Worlds, but that's different. Game that came out on 17. Got it. Okay, I will keep that in mind. I will have to double check how I've labeled all of my streams and my playlist, if that's the case. I'm pretty sure I labeled them correctly, and I feel like I know at a conscious level that it is Outer Wilds, but when speaking, it just feels a little bit easier in my mind to slip in with the. Feels a little bit more natural, I guess, is a better way of putting it. All right, let's see what we can do here. All right, so I remember there being several holes, and I remember there being a fair amount of ghost matter. So I assume there's ghost matter down that way. I have no problems with horror books or movies. As an adult, I overcame my big fear of them as a kid, but horror games are so stressful. I struggled a bit with Outer Wilds DLC, but I overcame it too. Well, good job on overcoming it. I struggle a lot with atmospheric music. So like anytime there is like tense music, I'm immediately put on edge. Insert texture here. You can send your probe and take pics in rapid set. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Doesn't it stick though? Huh. Okay. Yeah, I just remember tossing myself down one of the holes that did not have ghost matter in it. And I was like, oh, there's no ghost matter here. And then there was ghost matter in it when I got far enough down. Alright, that looks like probably our best option. Alright, yeah, that one also got ghost matter. Well, into the depths then, I guess. I think this is where I ended up. Oh yeah, that's a lot of ghost matter, huh? Is this where I ended up that, maybe this is where I went. Because I feel like I ended up sliding through a hole that, like, because of the speed that I was going at. Oh man, what is happening? Okay, okay. That's my bad. Perhaps I should have just yeeted myself. Hey man, ice is hard to control. Rather, movement on ice is difficult to control. You were close though. There was another way. Wait, I should probably like nap first, right? Let's see what you mean. Well played, well played. You didn't nap last time. You're right, I did not nap, but I also spent a fair amount of time in the ship's log just talking. Don't. Okay. Onwards then. Yeah, I don't remember if, I'm pretty sure the time still passes if I am in the ship's log, but I do have the setting for, time pausing when we're just like reading text on, which I, definitely appreciate. The log doesn't count. Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, I wasn't entirely sure. I think it passes if you move around. Yep, I've definitely missed my window before. Okay. Let's mosey our way back over to the sun side. Oh wait, hold on. Is there... Should I be going in this way? I don't think I've been over here. Well, I guess we'll give it a shot. And if I miss my window, then maybe I'll just reset the loop. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I was terrified of like basically everything as a child, I think. Or I guess I was afraid of the idea of things. I was afraid of the dark. I have this very vivid memory of being in, I want to say like kindergarten, and they okay. I don't think that leads anywhere. Hopefully I can still make it in time. Good enough. You got in at the right spot. That wasn't the problem. The problem was well, sounds about right. Sounds about right. I had night terrors as a child. Ooh, that sounds pretty rough. I was told that I did a fair amount of sleepwalking as a child. I'm pretty sure that's not the right one. I think it was this one. Yeah, that looks right. A yeet sponsored by... Yeah, I think that is just the call to make here. Okay, perhaps not. Because in a prior attempt, in my one prior attempt with the interloper, I did manage to yeet myself through a cloud of ghost matter and survive. Obviously, I very quickly died to the next set, but favorite comedian slipwalks. He has a comedy special and a movie about his sleepwalking. Translated one of his specials for Netflix. Oh, that's cool. Was that something that they paid you for? Saw him perform live in 2010. Been my favorite ever since. Guess I'll have to look him up. Oh dear, I'm gonna run into the sun here. Okay. I think we're okay. There's a way around the ghost matter. I'm glad they paid me for it. It's one of my jobs. Cool. What languages do you translate? You mentioned you were from the Netherlands, right? So. Oh, okay. I did not expect that. Well, there goes our ship. But hey, at least we didn't expire with it. Ow. Well, this loop is going well thus far. Yeeting 101. Yeah, I'm getting a bit over enthusiastic. French. I took a little bit of French in middle and high school. I was never very good at it. I was not very good at school in general, to be honest. I remember had to do I had to do this one project where it's like you had to create your family tree because we were learning like the names for like different relatives in French, and um, because all of my relatives are Chinese, I had to do my presentation basically like code switching between French and Chinese, and it was an absolute mess. I'm bad at code switching between English and Chinese. Um, and with French, it was an absolute nightmare. I have such a vivid memory of that project because of how horrible it was. Translate from English to French. My other way around is, and the other way around as well. My Dutch level is not high enough to translate professionally, though. That's neat. The the videos that I do for my YouTube channel that's not streaming, I make translated covers, primarily from Chinese into English. So I definitely can appreciate the skill that it takes to be able to do stuff like that. Okay, so this is still the correct direction. I just need to find out how to get past the ghost matter. I wanted to check out this tunnel. Oh right, I've already checked out that tunnel. Oh man, goldfish memory. Code switching is switching between languages. So you know this frequently happens when you have people who are fluent in multiple languages, speaking with other people who are fluent in the same multiple languages. Because you know sometimes you have concepts that are easier to express in one language than another. So then you'll like get to that point in the conversation and you'll just like switch to that language for that section of it, and then you'll switch back. No, you already did. Yeah. Lesson quickly relearned, huh? Speak 2 languages, 3 if you count my bad French. Didn't know it's called code switching. Yep. I only learned about the term fairly recently as well. I am very bad at it. So Chinese was actually my first language. It was the language that my parents spoke to me growing up. So it's the first language that I learned. But once I entered the English school system, it was too much for me to like handle the 2 languages. And because I struggled so much with code switching, it was difficult for me to handle 2 languages. So I ended up just sticking with one language, which at the time was English, because that is what I needed for my day-to-day. So my Chinese is like stuck at a 6-year-old level, if that. Okay, we managed to not crash land into the interloper this time, so at least there's that. Wow, we we got some polyglots in the chat, huh? I'm surprised at how many different languages we've got represented here. That's so cool. Yeah, in one of one of my previous streams, we had a few different people from uh, the Netherlands watching, so they were able to talk about the spoilers in the game without spoiling me by speaking in Danish. That was pretty fun. Take a drink, stay hydrated, folks. Dutch, excuse me. Um, let's see, what was I talking about? Code switching? Yeah, it's just something I really struggle with. I don't know what it is, because I can function well enough uh, only speaking one language or only speaking the other language. Like if I were to be dropped into a Chinese speaking community, I could navigate day to day. Um, I wouldn't be able to talk about anything like nuance whatsoever, but I'd be able to survive. Um, so you think it would be easier to speak, you know, that and then also a language that I'm fluent in and just like blend the two, but I don't know what it is about it. I just can't. Okay, so it's still this hole. And we do want to go this way. Okay. And we still have ghost matter here. There is no ghost matter beyond it. How do I get beyond? Ah! Oh, is it this hole? Let's just go back over. Yeah, that overlooks it. Yeah, that overlooks it. Okay. Interesting clipping there. Yeah, there's been a couple instances of oh boy. This is kind of terrifying. Is this where I'm supposed to be going? Oh, well, there's a dead Nomai here, so we must be on the right track, I guess. I blame the controller for no reason. Fair, fair. Oh. What am I looking at? That was lucky. Yup. Sometimes we make discoveries because we are intelligent, and sometimes we make discoveries by pure dumb luck. And that's okay. The spherical stone casing here seems to be the source of the energy readings. No, rather, the source is what's within the stone. I'm detecting some form of exotic matter. The stone is muting our energy readings. They should be 10 times what we're seeing, at least. Pi, I don't think we want this matter interacting with us. As far as I can tell, direct contact with it would almost certainly be fatal. I've never encountered anything like this casing, but it's all that's protecting us from what's inside. Worse still, this matter is disturbingly volatile. Pi, whatever the matter inside this stone casing is, it's more than just profoundly unstable. It's under tons of pressure. Look at this density scan. I've never seen anything this tightly compacted before. What is this? This is orders of magnitude worse than I'd imagined. If this stone were to rupture, the lethal matter within would rapidly expand, completely blanketing the star system almost instantaneously, and the pressure is still building as the comet approaches this star system. Return to the shuttle right now. The rest of our friends need to know they're in terrible danger. Leave your equipment and run. What are you doing, Pi? The more we know about this alien matter, the better our chances of survival. I will learn what I can here. Go. Warn the others. Maybe they can construct shelter somehow. Well, dang. Well, I guess that means that, wait, hold on. That probably means that there are other ways around the ghost matter in the places that I've encountered ghost matter, and I just haven't found the correct ways to go. Okay. Well, I think that's probably it for the interloper, right? I don't think there's anything else to look at here. All right, in that case, I think I will end this loop. And perhaps it is time for us to head back to the Dark Bramble. Alrighty. Double check our ship's log first. Ruptured core. I found the 2 missing members of the Nomai shuttle crew near a large ruptured stone that looks like it exploded from the inside. The Nomai traced the strange energy readings to a spherical stone casing filled with some form of exotic matter. They determined the exotic matter was both lethal and under extreme pressure. If the stone were to rupture, the exotic matter within would rapidly expand, completely blanketing the solar system almost instantaneously. One of the Nomai stayed behind to examine the alien matter, while the other rushed back to the surface to warn the rest of them. Got everything here? Yeah. Alright. I think that is everything that I had on my list to check out. There are a few locations that I haven't seen due to ghost matter, I think. But I think that's okay. Oh, right, hold on, let me double check. What was I thinking of? Quantum Moon. I'm thinking for Giant's Deep. Escape Pod 3, the vessel. Anglerfish. I guess we'll just use that mode. That's probably faster. Depths Construction Yard. The depths. Wait, what? Ah, okay, here we go. I'm just going to take a screenshot of this real quick, because I don't think that we're going to be able to hold on to our ship since we're going into the Dark Bramble. Did I not take a picture? Oh. Okay, there we go. All right, onwards. Dark Bramble. Great. This may launch us into the sun. We'll have to keep an eye out. Yeah, I think it will. We'll just shimmy our way around. Great. Love that for us. These coordinates will show up on the screen when you need them. No need for a screenshot. Great. So what's the plan? I think the plan is to navigate back to the vessel and then input the coordinates for the eye. I figured that there would be something prompting us, but I just wanted to make sure. What's the plan indeed? Yeah, I think the plan is to make my way back to the vessel. And then input the coordinates for the eye into the vessel. Into the vessel's navigation computer, I guess. Okay, what am I looking for? I'm looking for distress beacon. You realize something when you get there. Oh boy. Oh, do we need the warp core? Is that what's going on? That makes sense. That would explain why I feel like I'd seen somewhere for the warp core to go fairly recently. Alright, in that case, I am just going to reset the loop. You know you can just put a beacon on the vessel in your ship's log, right? That had never occurred to me. I was just looking at the little UI option that was like, oh, mark this location on your HUD. Yeah, when I first started playing Outer Wilds, I was fairly, what's the word? I was very against like hints of any kind. And as I stumbled about missing a lot of things, eventually I was like, okay, you know what? Technical hints, we'll take those. All right, so I need to make my way back to the Ash Twin project. So I need to go back to the Ash Twin. I should have napped. That's okay. That's a new feature, by the way. They didn't have it when I originally played the game. Interesting. That prevents some hassle without being a story spoiler either. Yeah. Definitely appreciate the option. Even though I haven't really interacted with it. I think the only time that I've interacted with it have been completely accidental. I just like did not. I did it accidentally and was just like, why is this thing marked? Just meditate and it'll be quicker. Okay, sure. I have to say, I'm dying far more this stream than I really expected to. Right, we're napping. I was like, I've, seen basically everything I need to. We're just gonna like putter about and look at some stuff that I missed. It'll be fine. And here we are. Spending a lot of time dead and or dying. ba 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 da ba bum ba dum bum ba bum 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 ba bum ba ba da ba bum bum ba da bum. All right, let's give it a shot. Whee! All right. Back to the Ash Twin Project. Being dead or dying is part of the fun. That's what the Addams family thought. Being dead definitely gives you far fewer things to worry about, that's for sure. We. Hmm. True. Alright, so we need to get into the Ash Twin Project, pull out the warp core, hop onto our ship. Oh, I guess I may as well mark the vessel while we're here. You entry the vessel? Should be able to just do that, right? I shouldn't need to mark both. I shouldn't need to mark the whatchamacallit? The escape pod. Make our way back to the vessel with the warp core, put the warp core in, and then we should be able to power it, power the vessel, input the coordinates, and then make our way to the eye. Okay. Let's see. Where is our tower friend? Okay, that is the Sun Station Tower. We just missed. Just missed our window. That's okay. Alright. Station ourselves in our little hidey hole. And we'll just be a little bit patient. Wait for the sand column to come back in. Whoa. I don't know if it was the shadows or something, but it looked like that Nomai body just like popped up. Let's see. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Grab the warp core, head to the Dark Bramble, find the vessel, input the coordinates. Get to the eye. That makes sense to me. What could possibly go wrong, huh? Famous last words, huh? I just have to make sure not to miss my timing. Because that seems like something that I would do. Horrible puns time. No my, oh my. Getting Tau and Tower. Yeah. It's okay. I'm a fan of bad puns. Kinda wish I was better at making bad puns, to be honest. Need to up my dad joke game. Oh, here we go. Sand pillar incoming. Let's go. Alrighty. So now we need to go and turn off the Ash Twin project. And then grab the warp core. No dad yet, but I already have the jokes. Hey, it's good to be prepared. Oh right, I need to turn the gravity off. That's something I need to do first. Now we can grab this. Warp core. And now I need to make my way back to pad. Okay. And then to our ship. Where's our ship? Ship. Oh. I see. That's an odd spot for our ship to be in, huh? Oh, music change. We're doing it, guys. The music will make you realize the gravity of the situation. Yeah. Once again, those video game soundtracks, man. Really hitting. One of the best music pieces in the game. Yeah, we'll just sit in silence for a little bit. Enjoy it. Alright, I should probably navigate into the dark bramble ship. Error duplicate signal. Interesting. I think if I go this way, I don't need to deal with the fish. Maybe? Or perhaps maybe not as many. So I'm pretty sure if you go through the red knot, or whatever the heck it's called, then you have to deal with the fish. Best one not including the DLC. One at the end of the DLC is beyond amazing. Oh, okay. I will keep that in mind. I want to go to the red one? Okay. No way around that. Wait. Is that the case? Didn't we... Huh. I could have sworn that we had navigated to the, whatchamacallit? To the escape pod without going to the red one. Am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. I'm probably crazy. I don't know if you want, but you should. Yeah, okay. Oh, don't mind us. We're just gonna have fun through here. Okay. Okay, well, let's try that again. Oh, right. Yeah, because we removed the warp core, so the Ash Twin project is no longer online. That makes sense. All right, let's try this again. Well, I am out of water, but take a drink if you got one. Hey, baby. Meow. My cat has come by to say hello. We believe in you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the vote of confidence. This game is all the water you need. Well, it is definitely sustaining in some way, huh? Yes, it was a cat. Do you want to know if there's anything you could do differently? Sure. At this point, yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, I have two cats. They don't get along super well, which is kind of a shame. We adopted them, and they were like, "Yeah, they're litter mates. They're bonded." They're not. You don't need to be outside the ship. Oh, interesting. I need to go to Ashton. I'd assume that I need to be outside the ship, because in the past it had attracted the anglerfish, and it was easier to move around the jetpack. But I can certainly give that a shot. Oh, hello. That was not my cleanest landing. All right, Sun Station. Ash Twin Station. We have once again missed our window. That's okay. Ow. Figure's the same, but it doesn't make much of a difference at this point. Maybe it also works without the ship, but it's not hard. I did it anyways. Okay, I will keep that in mind. I think I will just stick with the jetpack, since that is what I'm familiar with. That might slow me down a little bit, but as Futura Max mentioned, I don't think it should make too big of a difference at this point. There was one stream where I was like, I'm gonna go explore the Dark Bramble, and as I mentioned before, I didn't know what I was looking for, so I was just like hurling myself into the depths. Did not manage to accomplish much. Surprise, surprise. So the plan is trying the same tactic as last loop? Yeah, that is the plan. That is the plan. The anglerfish can eat it either way, and your momentum going is the same either way. Ah, I see, I see. Technically not a loop. Yes, the plan's the same. Plan's the same. Because we didn't really get to test anything new. There's nothing that indicates that this plan should not work. So, figure we'll give it a shot, and if it doesn't work, then we'll have to think about something else. You can enter the seed from other sides as well. You can enter the red seed from different sides as well. Oh, interesting. I sort of made the assumption that anytime you entered a seed, it would be pretty, it would like put you into the same space. But I guess it makes sense that it's different. There's gravity. There's our warp core. There's our platform. Where's our ship? Let's now run to the cactus again. And you can enter the bramble from different sides as well. Ah, I see, I see. Ow. Okay. Oh, right, I should mark in my ship. My ship's log. I'm trying to get to the vessel. There'll be plenty of fish inside the Red Sea no matter what, though. That does make sense. That does make sense. Given that that's where there are eggs. Okay, looks like we're moving away from some. Fantastic. Exactly, it's their nest. Yeah. We did figure that out. We did manage to figure that out. Depending on what ends up happening, this stream may run a little bit longer than normal. Which is fine, I suppose. If anyone's looking to have a frustrating time, watch Pirate Software's playthrough of the Outer Wilds DLC. Of Outer Wilds, he basically skipped 70% of the game, half the DLC. Wow. We're here to the end. You got this. Oh my goodness, isn't it like 5 o'clock in the morning for some of you? Oh no, we were too close. Alright, let's see if we can take Feldspar's advice and just race them. Okay, that went far better than I expected. Thank you, Feldspar. He just figured stuff out without getting to the clues. Dang, how do you manage to do that? Alright, where is the entrance? Is it here? Am I crazy? Is that it? You got class at 11:30? Oh my goodness, my friend. Please get enough sleep. Please get enough sleep. He was like, I land on the south side of the moon, so I guess I need to get the shrine to the north. To reading that clue. Well, I guess he was just exceedingly clever. Perhaps too clever for his own good. Alright, what am I doing? I need to find the entrance to this thing. And I've definitely made my way inside of it before. So I managed to do it once. He did get to that specific clue later, but he missed a lot of other stuff. What are you doing indeed? Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't remember how to get into the vessel. Okay, not the part with plants. You need to get out of your ship now, okay. That makes sense. I figured that was gonna be the case, but as mentioned before, the ship is my safety blanket. Always a little bit loath to leave it behind. Broken part on the side of the ship. Oh. Broken side. There's no normal door. Interesting. Yeah, I have honestly no recollection of how I got in originally. Alright. Let's go. Go through here. Yes, looks like it. Okay, that is our dead end. Let's go back this way. Wait, what? Did I miss it? This way. This way. Okay. There we go. Took us a hot sec, but we managed it. Insert warp core. Oh boy. Okay, so we need to go this way, right? That pulls up the controls. I coordinates. Ah, I see. Let's turn off the flashlight. Getting a ton of glare, huh? Hopefully it does not matter which side of the coordinate we start on. Oh boy. Here we go. I guess this is it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do with myself now. Oh, whoa. That's pretty wild looking, huh? Look out the window. The window. Okay. Pretty wild out there. Yeah, that's kind of terrifying, to be honest. I would definitely not want to have to go out there, but I think I might have to anyways. All right, so use the orb. This one? This one? Maybe so. This one. I guess this would make sense since we haven't used this side yet. Whoa. Oh boy, here we go. So we've observed the eye, which is entirely quantum, if I remember correctly. And once again, uh, no more soundtrack, which puts me on edge. I honestly have no idea what to expect. I feel like I should have an idea of what to expect, but I don't. These wind noises are kind of soundtracky. Yeah, they definitely fill that void, I suppose. Am I supposed to? Oh, trees. That's a good sign. Okay, quantum trees. Oh gosh, everything is quantum. Um. Oh gosh, what am I looking for? The only soundtrack you need is the sound of terror. Can I quantum entangle with this? Is that a thing that I can do? Oh gosh, what is happening? Keep walking. I don't know what I'm walking towards. I guess since it's quantum, it should take me to where I need to go, huh? It's like being a wizard. A wizard is never early, nor is he late. He arrives exactly when he intends to. Look at the map. I see, I see. Well, that looks kind of familiar. That looks like what we saw on the, oh, hello. Okay. So, can I just go into the light? Is that what's happening here? Interesting. Don't be scared while you're calling an ambulance in case of heart attack. I appreciate that. Lost my probe up there. Launch mode. Connection with Scout is lost. Well, that's a little terrifying. Okay, I think the gravity is too high for us to do much else. Okay, cannot recall our Scout. And there's no... oh. There's quantum fluctuations. That makes sense. I'm guessing he's American, so that might be costly. You are in fact correct. Goodbye, Scout. You've served us well. Oh, can we just walk into it? Oh, I'm a fool. Well, that's fine. Into the light we go. Or the darkness, I don't know. Things get pretty weird here. Okay. Okay, we're back, I guess. Outer Wilds Ventures was founded by Feldspar, Gaussen, Slate, and Hornfeld to explore a solar system at the end of the universe. The Nomai never got to see it for themselves, but thanks to their efforts and technology, Hearthian was able to reach the eye of the universe. How's that for a lack of soundtrack? Yeah, that little string sting definitely put me on edge. Okay, so I guess we are back on Timberhearth question mark? Nope. Perhaps just a quantum version of it. Observe. Okay, so we are in fact still on the eye. Quantum leap of faith? Yes. Oh gosh, I'm assuming those are all stars going supernova? Roll. L1, hold R. Oh, we're navigating. We are, oh, I see. Oh, okay. Where am I supposed to be going? Towards the light, I assume. Towards the lights. Okay. Trees. I assume all of these are different galaxies, I suppose? Okay. Not sure where exactly I'm supposed to be going, so I suppose we'll just walk. That version of Timberhearth Observatory is the Pacific Northwest version of Purgatory. Galaxy sounds about right. Oh, and it looks like many of them are going supernova. Oh boy. All right, and now we're just in the dark on our lonesome. Okay, we've got a quantum shard that. Oh, where'd it go? And it's gone. I like the plural for supernova. What? No, where'd he go? Well, that's how it be, I guess. You're not alone. Hmm. I don't know how I should feel about that statement right now. Ooh, a campfire. I like campfire. Got some trees back. Wait, do we not get the option to eat the marshmallow? Interesting. outside his window. No, please. My fear of the dark as a child is coming back. Oh, okay, and we're back, I guess? Question mark? Wait, I really just found this at the end of the playthrough, Lamau. Yeah, unfortunately, this is the last stream. If you do want to watch my entire playthrough, I have a playlist with all of the streams. There are a couple of episodes that I didn't have the bitrate set correctly, so there's like visual stutter the entire time, but the audio is fine. Pretty fun here, kind of cold though, or maybe that's just my soul. Yeah, definitely an eerier part of the game. Talk to Esker. Do you hear music? Interesting. Well, I don't think I'm supposed to be able to get in. Can I? Does not appear to be quantum. Okay, I guess we'll just keep on walking then? Think quantically. Oh no, I have to think quantically again, okay. Okay, so... Ah, I see. I see? Do I see? Okay. Well, onwards then. We'll just do you hear music, huh? Gather. Well, okay. Should I go back to Esker? Oh. It's not quite time yet. I'm pretty sure we'll need the others for this next part. We'll need, you know, everyone. No rush, take your time. It might not even exist here. Okay. Oh. 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 Okay, that was... Boy. Those fish still make me very hesitant, huh? Wait. Wait, what? Wait, what? What? Okay. Interesting. Okay. Is it still the same? Alright, I think we must go further then. guess we'll go take a peek at our No My friends. I'm thinking I should be thinking more quantically again. That's my guess. I don't think I've been here yet. In the ancient glade. Oh dear. It's always dark. Okay, I think I got it. I panicked about crashing there. I'll be completely honest. All right. I think we need to keep going onwards then. You can't die here, no pressure. Yeah, I remembered after I'd panicked and hit the jetpack, I was like, wait. They did say that I did not need to concern myself with this. Okay. That felt like it... Okay, I definitely feel like I'm missing something here. What a nice device. Still no scout. What does a telescope do? It looks at things that are far away and makes them appear closer. But I don't know how to interact with it. Oh right, I should talk to the other people that we've brought. Hey time pal, so you're getting the band back together, huh? Go on, find the others. I'll be here. You don't need me yet, but you will. Hatchling, you found me. Nice to have company around a campfire, isn't it? Go on, go get the others. Wouldn't want to miss them out. Bingo. But Oh. You've always been a telescope yourself, Master Ukwe. Hey Reese, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. We are just about at the end of the Outer Wilds. Oh wait, I should probably go back to the campfire first. Question, do you know how to do part whole percent? I don't know if I know what that means. Chert! The stars were beautiful, weren't they? Even if our star was what ultimately killed us. I'll wait here and remember them while you gather everybody. I'm not sure if I know what to do with these. Sorry if you don't do that, I can't stay. Egg. Not sure what that means either. Middle school math. Part whole percent. Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with the term. So I apologize if I am unable to help. Okay, we've talked to everyone at the campfire. Get the sense that roasting the marshmallow is not what we're supposed to do. I assume it has to do with the Nomai, but I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with them. No need to apologize for coming over. Yeah. Life does what it does. But hey, always appreciate people coming in, stopping by, hanging out. Okay. This is not what I expected. But sure. Oh, one more. One more little fella. Okay. Just got back from your trip at Great Wolf Lodge. How was it? Did you have a good time? Michael Jackson Thriller starts playing. Oh boy. Okay. Great, my younger brother got to do the Magic Quest thing I got to do when I was like 8. Oh. That's cool. Oh. Solanum, the conscious observer has entered the eye. I wonder what happens now. Is it time to find out? I think so. This song is new to me, but I am honored to be part of it. What do you say, time buddy? Ready to start the music? Heh, this is gonna be cool. What do you say then? Should I get out the old harmonica? Yes. Here goes nothing. I can't wait to play with the whole group again. Can I start? Absolutely. Okay, I won't let you down. Shall I begin? Well then, here I go. Yeah, it'd be nice if they had something that our character could do. But I gotta go study for a big science test, because science really sucks. I personally really like science, but I understand that it can be a big struggle for a lot of people. So good luck with your studying, and I hope you succeed in your test. Is there something I should be doing here? I haven't talked to everyone. This chunky boy. I could have sworn I had talked to everybody. My apologies, Ryback. Should I begin? Yes. You got it. I'll do my best. Yeah, I definitely feel a bit like a third wheel right now. This is where that hum button in Transistor would really come in handy, huh? I really like science, but the way my middle school does it is so boring. Yeah. That's unfortunate. It do be like that sometimes. I learned a lot by the end of everything. Past is past now, but that's, you know, that's okay. It's never really gone completely. The future is always built on the past, even if we won't get to see it. Still, it's time for something new now. I believe we've reached the end of our journey. All that remains is to collapse the innumerable possibilities before us. Are you ready to learn what comes next? Yes, I admire your curiosity, friend. Let's find out together. I tell you what, this has been really fun, and I got to make something pretty cool, so I've got no complaints. I mean, not me, exactly, but close enough. It's the kind of thing that makes you glad you stopped and smelled the pine trees along the way, you know. You cut it a little close, don't you think? Well, it worked out all right in the end, I suppose. Ah, I hope there are beasties in the next one. Wow, how long has it been since I got to make music with everyone around a campfire? I'm really happy we're all here. When you read that, I thought you were talking about it was very fitting. Bye. Take care, and good luck on your test, friend. I forgot to talk to Chert. No! I'm sorry, Chert. Probably not super important. Poor egg. All right. Outer Wilds. I guess this is the credits for real then. Well, I apologize for making the stream slightly longer than usual, but I do appreciate everyone sticking around with me. What do you think happened at the very end? Let's see. We collapsed all possibilities. So our galaxy was definitely done for because of the supernova. No apologies needed. Thank you for the journey. It's fine. I enjoyed it. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. We met up with everyone at the Eye. There was a lot of quantum involved. Yeah, I honestly have no idea. I have no hypotheses. I don't understand how the everyone playing music around the campfire really. I'm not sure what it means, what it does. Well, dang. Mayhaps we shall see. Yeah, I suppose. We'll watch through the end of the credits. To be fair, I think it's very symbolic compared to Little. Yeah, that would be my interpretation as well. Still don't want to spoil anything, you'll figure it out. Excellent. That is how the journey started. I suppose it is only fair the journey also ends that way. Now onto the DLC. I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to acquire the DLC first. It may be a bit before I get to it. Welcome back, Greece. That was surprisingly quick. The DLC is more than worthwhile. I will keep that in mind. All fonts provided by Monotype. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a credit like that before. Oh, all the backers. Yeah, I'm probably fail, but I like watching you better. I would encourage you to study. There are VODs. You can always come back and watch me after through the VODs. I played the game in French during my first playthrough. The translation was quite good. What's on the agenda for being streamed next? So as of right now, I had just finished another Crab's Treasure, so I've been streaming, or just on Tuesday, I suppose. I streamed Tactical Breach Wizards in that time slot, and I haven't quite decided what I'm doing with this time slot yet. I am considering doing just Tactical Breach Wizards in both time slots. That is definitely one option. I'm also considering Potionomics, which is this really cute potion, like fantasy item shop management sim. I mean, don't see why I work so hard for letters on paper. Yeah, honestly, that was my stance as well, going through a lot of my school experience. So honestly, I can't really follow you. If it was any other game, I'd replay it in French for practice, but the game is so unreplayable. Yeah, that's fair. I will study later. Yeah, I think we're pretty darn close to ending. So hopefully I'll be able to let you go pretty soon. This time slot is for the DLC. um, maybe if it goes on sale. You always check it out anyways. You know where to look for interesting bits. That's a good point. That's a good point. Bye. Take care. And good luck with your studying and your test. Oh, there's our scout. Come on, it's cheap. Yeah, it's more of a personal like it's about the message kind of dealing. Yeah. I do think I want some time to sit and let Outer Wilds, the base game, sort of percolate. Okay, so I guess that's it, huh? Wait an hour for the logo to break apart. All right. So for those of you joining us for the first time, I like to end each of my streams with a poem. So we'll turn it over to the poetry corner. What you just saw was billions of years later as a clue about what happened during the ending. Oh, okay. I have to think about that and let that percolate. So today's poem is When I Heard the Learned Astronomer by Walt Whitman. When I heard the learned astronomer, when the proofs, the figures were ranged in columns before me, when I was shown the charts and diagrams to add, divide, and measure them, when I, sitting, heard the astronomer where he lectured with much applause in the lecture room, how soon uncountable I became, tired and sick, till rising and gliding out, I wandered off by myself in the mystical moist night air, and from time to time looked up in perfect silence at the stars. When I'd heard The Learned Astronomer by Walt Whitman, I thought it was a good poem to cap off Outer Wilds. I think it fits the experience very, very well. All right, that is it for me. Thank you as always for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you liked what you saw, I will be back next week on Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be continuing Tactical Breach Wizards. That'll be it from me. Thanks for hanging out. Take care, folks.